Hi and welcome to Leitrim Daily. My name is Breifne Early and you are listening to In Focus here on the channel. We are doing something a little bit different today and I am relinquishing control of the show to the 5th and 6th class students of St. Joseph's School in Killenummery, just outside Dromahair. Miss Louise Carr, welcome to the show.
Thank you,
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
We've been here all day and we've been working with the kids in terms of their skills and talents and seeing what they're going to come up with, because I've kind of just handed them control of the show, which is very scary from my point of view.
Yeah, it is. From my point of view as well, it'll go well.
You have a good bunch here though.
Yeah, no, they're great and they've been really looking forward to doing this because a lot of them are interested in YouTube and podcasts and things, so it's nice to see them so enthusiastic about it.
Yeah, I was amazed when I asked who has a YouTube channel, not really expecting anyone. I had 4 or 5 people in the hands shot up, wanted to show videos and everything that comes with it. Tell us a little bit about the Blue Star programme and what that is and why it's important to the school this year.
Yeah, so this year we decided to undertake a different project that we haven't done before. So the Blue Star programme is a primary school initiative to foster a better understanding and knowledge of the European Union and what it means for Ireland to be a member of the EU. So throughout the year we're going to be completing different projects based on the history of the EU, countries that are members of the EU. We're hopefully going to have Marion Harkin, former MEP, in to tell us a little bit about how the Parliament works in Europe. And then all our work will finish then on Europe Day, which is at the beginning of May. So we're going to hopefully have a fair day where all the parents and different members of the community will come together to showcase all the work that has been completed throughout the year.
Sounds exciting. So these kids will get the feeling maybe of what it's like to go to school in Slovakia or Hungary.
That's the hope, and that it'll foster an understanding of the cultural diversity of Europe. And not many of the children knew all the countries that were part of it, or so they've completed projects now on each country, so they now have already a better understanding of how it started and why countries become a member of the EU. And most importantly, why Ireland is a member of the EU as well.
So they'll be looking to buy their sweets at the end of the week in Lev or Kroner.
That's right, yeah. So they'll understand all of that.
Excellent. Well, listen, I think it's time we let the kids have a say in what's going to happen. So we're going to talk about music and sport and all sorts of other interesting topics that the kids have chosen through the day here. Who are we going to have up first? We might start with sport, maybe.
Yeah, sounds like a good place to start.
Well, let's see where we're going with that.
Hi, my name is Cody. I'm in 5th class and for the next 5 minutes we're going to be talking about sport. And right now I'm going to be interviewing my friend Thomas, who's going to talk about the AstroTurf pitch. In November of this year, the new facilities in Dromahair Community Park were officially opened. This included a new full-size AstroTurf pitch, a playground and a walkway. The committee also unveiled a stone bench in memory of my granddad, Jim Meehan, who died last year. This was very special, especially for my granny Chrissy, who was asked to cut the ribbon. The whole thing has cost nearly €1 million so far, and a lot of fundraising has been going on in the community over the past 10 years. My granddad was one of the main drivers of this fundraising. Lots of people now come to the park who wouldn't have come in the past. They come to walk and run on the track, they come to play in the playground, and now they come to play football on the AstroTurf. I think that my granddad will be very proud. And what sort of connection did your granddad have with the AstroTurf? He was one of the main fundraisers, and he worked a lot with football. How long did it take? Over 10 years. And what's so significant about it being in Dromahair now? Because Dromahair is very small, and for an AstroTurf to be there is quite cool. And one more question. Are you happy about the AstroTurf? Very. I'm interviewing Ray now. When did you start playing football, Ray?
I started playing football when I was around 6 years old.
And who's your favourite player now?
My favourite player will be David Clifford for Kerry.
Yes. And who gave you the courage to start playing football, or what gave you the courage?
My brother, I always used to watch him play football, and it inspired me to start, and I'm still playing football now.
That's great.
I'm going to be interviewing Katie now, and Katie does boxing. So Katie, tell me about your boxing club.
Well, my boxing club is a bit small. There's about 40 to 50 people in it, and it's like it has a lot of facilities to it.
Who was your boxing teacher, Katie?
Killenummery.
And what age did you start boxing at?
I was about 8.
And final question, what inspired you to start boxing?
People like Katie Taylor and even just my brothers.
Now I'm going to talk to Jack. So Jack, tell me about your rugby club.
Well, my rugby club's fairly large now. For a long time we had to play down at the Slug YT because they were reamping the pitch and they were making a new AstroTurf side to it. So there's around I think actually a little bit more than 50, maybe 50 to in between 50 and 100 pupils there. And we mostly get playing away matches and stuff like that, so pretty happy with that.
Who inspired you to play rugby?
I wouldn't say I had really an inspiration. My dad was a main driver because he always loved rugby. He said he was crap at playing it, but he liked he wanted me to get better than him, so yeah, mainly that.
You play for Strandhill, don't you, Jack?
Yes, Strandhill.
Who is your favourite player for rugby?
Probably Rory Best.
Rory Best.
Although he retired late recently, so.
Now Katie's going to interview Kiwi.
Okay, so Kiwi, I've heard you are doing karate now.
Yes.
And who is your karate teacher?
My karate teacher is Michael, but we call him Sensei.
And what is your training place named?
Is the depot in Dromahair.
And what age did you start?
I started at age 8.
So what's your favourite thing about karate?
My favourite thing about karate is probably you do sparring, kicks, punches, all these things, and I love doing sparring and kicking. Well, maybe kata instead, but I really enjoy karate because I do kata and sparring, which are my favourite things to do on it, and I am a green belt, which I recently got.
Okay, thank you, Kiwi. Now we're going to move on to Cody, and he is a soccer player. Okay, Cody, what age did you start playing soccer?
I probably started playing soccer when I was 4.
And how often do you train?
I train once a week, and I also train at home in my free time.
And do you have an inspiration, and if you do, who?
Probably my dad. He really inspired me to play football.
And what's your favourite thing about soccer?
Probably meeting up with friends and enjoying time with my friends.
So that's a little bit of what sport's like here in Killenummery.
Hi, and we're going to be talking about some of the competitions that go on in St Joseph's National School in Killenummery. I'm Connell, and I'll be talking to Daniel first, who won a competition. Daniel, what competition did you win?
I won the Someone Like Me art competition.
And what did you draw?
I drew a picture about disabilities.
How do you think disabled people should be treated?
I think they should be treated like people without disabilities.
So do you enjoy drawing?
Yeah.
And who or what inspires you to draw?
Anything I see that looks creative and interesting.
How did the award ceremony go?
Good.
And what other art did people do for the competition?
There was class projects where a class made a big project.
What do you draw?
I draw spaceships and comics.
All right, thank you.
Hi, I'm Kate, and I'm going to be interviewing Emma. So, what was the Someone Like Me competition?
It was
art competition that you could show how to include people with a disability.
How were you awarded with your prize?
All of us went on stage and a man called Peter Ryan awarded us with our gifts.
How did you feel with your win?
I felt really excited to win because all of the Ireland did the competition.
I'll be interviewing Kate, who was in the credit union art competition, Manor Hamilton. So what place did you come?
I came third.
And what did you draw for the credit union?
I drew about water pollution.
What was the theme and what was your immediate reaction to the theme?
The theme was pretty much anything you could do or you could want. I decided to do it about that.
How did you react at coming third?
I was really happy.
And I hear you've done well in dancing competitions as well. Could you tell me about that?
Yeah, I've been doing dancing for 5 years and I really love it. It's really fun. So next I'm going to be interviewing Pierce. So Pierce, what competition did you win?
I won the Young Writers competition for Leitrim Guardian for the primary schools.
And what was your story about?
My story was about Elf who had a new partner to take down Elfur to save Santa Claus.
And how did you feel with your win?
I felt overjoyed as I had been trying for many years.
We have 4 other people who did incredibly well in the credit union. Could you each tell me about what you did and a bit about yourself?
My name is Annie Kelly. I am in 4th class. I came third in the credit union competition. On my poster, I drew a timeline of my life and all the important things.
My name is Aisling and I'm in 2nd class. I drew a picture about me looking out the window in school.
My name is Anna and I came 2nd and I drew a picture of the sun with the thumbs up and the children holding a big sign saying our journey of life.
My name is Nia and I came 1st and I drew a picture of our world and the animals.
Okay, so now I'm going to be interviewing Connell. So what did you do for a competition?
I drew the earth and there was the 2 aspects of life, the pollution and waste and the animals of the world.
How did you feel when you were called out to be 2nd?
I was really happy as I thought I did quite well and yeah.
Our students here had a really good time at the competitions this year. Now it is time to look at this life in school. Hello, my name is Pierce and I will ask Ewan a few questions on primary school. So, Ewan, what was your highlight of primary school?
My favourite thing we did in primary school was going to base sports 2 years ago. The favourite thing at base sports was all the slides and all water activities.
Now over to Matthew, who will talk about the EU project.
My project is on Malta. The capital of Malta is Valletta. It is a flat country, so it doesn't have any mountains or permanent rivers or lakes, only if it has a heavy rainfall. The population is 200,000 and it is located in the Mediterranean Sea. And I also really enjoyed learning about other countries that are in the European Union and how they join.
Now over to Kiwi, who will talk a bit about our last school trip.
So our last school trip was in June and we went to Taylor Park. So to get there so we can get on all the rides and do everything, we got at the school, it was around, I think, 6:30, and when everyone was grouped, we headed off in the bus to Meath, and it was a 3-hour trip, and we didn't really mind because we were all sitting together talking. When we finally got to Taylor Park, it was very sunny there and hot, and there was no one there. We were the first school there, I'd say, and we started off by going on the Cuchulainn, because if the later it goes on, the Cuchulainn will be more packed because it's probably the biggest ride in Taylor Park. So we started off like that. I went on the Cuchulainn and I really enjoyed it. And after we spent maybe a half an hour on the rides, we went on the little zoo trip and got something to eat and ate our lunch, and then we probably went on the rides for another 2 hours, and that was really the whole day. We got back around 6 o'clock.
Thank you, Kiwi, for talking about that. That was actually a great day. And now, because some of us are coming to an end of our primary school, I will talk a bit about Killenummery, which is a secondary school. My favourite subject there was technical graphics, because I like drawing and designing in general. The prime subjects in Killenummery are French, English, maths, Irish, science, history and PE. The optional subjects are art, technical graphics, woodwork, business, metalwork, home economics and music. Thank you for listening to this segment of the show. We are now going to hand you over to the Christmas section.
Hi, I'm Jack and I'm joined by Natasia, Calum and Keith, and we're going to be talking to you about Christmas. So in St. Joseph's National School we are doing a school play. It's on the 17th of December. So the play's called Lights, Camel, Action, and everyone in the school is doing a part in the play. So Keith, what's your part?
In the play, I am a shepherd. I'm shepherd number 1 in the play, and we're doing my group with the shepherds. We're doing a Morris dance.
And Calum, what are you in the play?
I am a camel, and we are doing the camel funk dance.
So Nastasia, you're with Keith and the shepherds.
Yeah.
So how's that?
Pretty good.
Tell us about what the show's about.
The dancing show. It's a story about the birth of Jesus, but it's also strictly dancing.
So next up, we have a top 10 list of presents that you could be asking for Santa or maybe getting for someone else. So Keith, we might start with you. So what's number 10 on our list?
For number 10 is the Lego Porsche 911. You build it with the Lego, and it comes with like instruction manual, and then it has like a motor of the battery, and it comes with like a remote control and all that.
Cool. And Calum, what's number 9 for our list?
Well, number 9, we have a bicycle. It is a good mode of transport for anybody who is not of the legal age to have a motorised vehicle.
And Natasia, what's number 8 on our list?
Electric scooter.
So Keith, what's for number 7 on our list?
Number 7 is like video games that you can get for an Xbox or PlayStation 4. Depends which one you have, really.
It's great for anyone of a younger age who's bored on Christmas Day. So, Caitlin, for number 6 we have.
On number 6 we have an iPhone 11. It is a small device which lets you communicate with multiple people, and you are able to use apps on the phone. It is very expensive, so I wouldn't recommend it. You could just get a good phone, but it's pretty good, you know.
Right, and Natasia, for number 5.
It's gaming PC.
So great. It's great for anyone who, even if you're only doing a bit of work for YouTube and stuff like that. So what do we have for number 4, Keith?
In number 4, we have a money or a voucher. You can use it to buy stuff, or you could just give it to the person as a gift for Christmas Day if you're too lazy to buy them anything.
And what do we have for number 3, Caleb?
Well, for number 3, we have an Xbox. It is a console that you're able to play the video games from earlier on. I'd recommend using it to play games. It does play DVDs as well, so if you're into that, then yeah.
And Natasia, what do we have for number 2?
It's a PlayStation.
So it's great for...
Yeah.
Basically does the same as an Xbox.
Yeah.
And coming in at number 1, what do we have, Keith?
Coming in at number 1, we have AirPods Pro. They're extremely overpriced. They're just like earphones, but with no wires.
That's going to wrap it up for our Christmas segment. Next up is music.
Bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Katie, and today the music group will be giving you a little taster of the music in St. Joseph's. I play the guitar and have been playing it since I was 7. It's really good, and I would advise you, if you wanted to play an instrument, to start the guitar. My teacher is Jerry Grennan, and I would like to thank him for getting me where I am now.
Hi, I'm Ruben and I'm 12 years old. I play the drums and I've been playing them since I was 10. I really enjoy them because they're loud, and my drum teacher's Con.
Hi, my name is Ryan and I'm aged 11 and I've been playing the drums since I was 8. I recently picked up trad drums with a teacher called Jason McGuinness, but since I was 8 I've been taught by Paul Wiley.
Hi, my name is Matthew and I am 12 years old and I'm in 6th class. I've been playing the guitar for 6 years, and I recently got an electric guitar at Easter. I love guitar because of the different loudness you can play it, different types of styles, and all the different settings on amps and all that. My teacher is Tom Yappa, and he's been a real help all through my life.
Hi, my name is Nifa. I started the tin whistle when I was 6 years old, and I play the flute as well. I picked it up 2 years ago. I would like to thank my teacher Lorraine Sweeney for making me as good as I am now. And now I'm going to be talking about the music generation that we do here in St. Joseph's. We do music generation taught by a great teacher, Devin. With Devin we learn the ukulele, really fun games, and we learn many songs. Recently, each classroom wrote a short song for Christmas, which we will sing now.
It's Christmas time with family, baby Jesus snow and some roast turkey. It's Christmas time with family, baby Jesus snow and some roast turkey. St. Nicholas, Kris Kringle, hard-working elves and some flying deer. St. Nicholas, Kris Kringle, hard-working elves and some flying deer. Better be asleep before he comes. Better be asleep before he comes.
Big thanks to Devon for helping us put that together. Now, what you'll hear next is a piece that all of us put together when we were having a little bit of a jamming session, and we were messing around. Ryan and Nifa were doing something, and me and Katie were messing with our guitars, and we all joined in, and it actually sounded really good, so we'll play it for you now.
We really enjoyed that. That was just some of the musical talent that is here in St. Joseph's National School.
And so that brings an end to my day in St. Joseph's National School here in Killenummery. It's been a very hospitable day. Thank you so much to all the staff and the students who have been entertaining you and amusing you maybe as well for the last half hour or so. Of course, you can get this and other episodes of the podcast by searching for Leitrim Daily on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever else you like getting your show. And of course, our website, leitrimdaily.com, for everything that's going on in the county, both on the podcast as well as our event guide and our jobs notice board. Thank you so much. I've been Breifne Early. I've had a very quiet day today because I've let the kids do my job for me. It's been great. I've outsourced it all. And they're looking at me here in shock and awe. So, we've been doing child labour? Yeah, you have. But I have one question just before we go and finish up the day. What's the best national school in County Leitrim?
St. Joseph's Killenummery!
National School.